Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to another edition of our collector series. And today we're going to be talking about the Franklin half dollar. Now I got to say before we begin this video, not my favorite coin, and not my favorite for a couple of reasons that we'll get into here in a moment. But I have two complete sets here. This one originally belonged to my father. It was passed on to me for safekeeping. So I just keep it in the safe. But this is my dad's original Franklin half dollar collection. You can see most of these are extra fine, or he has them marked as extra fine. Some AUs, a couple BUs, but not a bad little set. Then this is my set that I completed. And I'll tell you, I didn't complete these with a bunch of high grade AU or BUs. I could have, but I was just trying to fill this collection because it's not one of my favorite coins. I just wanted to have a complete set of my own. And so I grabbed what I could and filled this set with the best examples I could find. And we'll get into that a little bit more as we go along here. But let's talk about the Franklin half dollar, and let's talk about collecting these coins. The Franklin half dollar replaced the Walking Liberty half dollar in 1948, which I think is one of the great travesties of modern coin minting, coin design. It happened there in that period of time in the late 40s where the artistic beauty of U.S. minted coins just absolutely collapsed. And we haven't seen beautiful coins minted for circulation since, I don't believe. There have been a few exceptions here and there, some really nice artistic coins, but this just wasn't one of them. Obviously, most people are familiar with this because of the Ben Franklin on the front and the reverse design having the iconic Liberty Bell. There was some concern about the crack on the Liberty Bell. There was some concern, and still is in many circles, about the eagle. Each coin, it was required by law that it must have an eagle on it, and this one has an eagle that almost seems like an afterthought for this. Probably should have used my dad's, but you can see the eagle there just to, let me flip this over here so you can see it. I guess I couldn't show you my dad's because they're in that book. But you can see the eagle there just to the right of the Liberty Bell. Not a great design. It just, and let's be honest, old Ben Franklin's mug on the front, not the most aesthetic thing to look at. But John Sinek was the chief engraver and sculptor for the United States Mint. He passed away in 1947. And this design was originally intended for a half dime. He had made some designs that were rejected. And ultimately, this was chosen a year after his death to be the new design of the half dollar and to replace the Walking Liberty half dollar, the most beautiful coin ever minted, to one of the ugliest coins ever minted. Sorry, folks. It's my opinion. Argue with me down in the comment section below. In fact, the Commission of Fine Arts rejected both the obverse and reverse designs of the Franklin half dollar. The Commission of Fine Arts just didn't think it was worthy of United States coinage. But it was adopted nonetheless, and it was minted from 1948 for 15 years through 1963, when it was replaced by the barely better aesthetic looking Kennedy half dollar, which is still made today. Okay, there's the Kennedy obverse and reverse today. Now, let's talk about collecting these coins. Obviously, they're 90% silver. They still come from that era. They weigh 12.5 grams, and they're about 30.6, I think 30.6 millimeters in diameter, standard size and weight for a United States 90% half dollar. That's where the value in these, in a lot of cases, are today. The value is in the silver, These are absolutely wonderful for stacking purposes, especially, AU to BU proofs. Stack those. They're great, stackable 90% junk constitutional silver, okay? But if you would like to put together a set of Franklin half dollars, if you like these, and I have a really good friend of mine, Mark, absolutely loves the Benjamin Franklin half dollars. I supply him with some occasionally. We talk about them. He loves these. By all means, it is an easy series to collect and to build in high grade. The key dates based upon mintages are going to be 1948, the first year, the 49S, and I would say actually all the 49s, all the mints of 49s would be key dates to me. The 53 is going to be a key date, as well as obviously the 55 is a key date, but I would also throw in there the 52S as a key date and the 54S as a key date as well. So for me, based on mintages and demand right now in the market, I would say 48, all the 49s, all the 48s, all the 49s, the 53, the 55, the 52S, and the 54S. There are others that, the 63D has a ton out there. There's just a lot out there. There are some bad strikes. There are some weak strikes, especially in the 53 to 54Ss, 49Ss. Some of those are just really bad strikes. But you can put together a beautiful set of these for not a whole lot of money. And I would recommend at least, if you're going to put together a nice set, put together an AU set. It's not that expensive. Put together an AU to BU set, and you can do that relatively inexpensively. Also, if you would like to get into collecting and knowing more about the Benjamin Franklin half dollar series, as always, we like to recommend reading material, books. Books are our friends in numismatics and coin collecting. And so if you would like to know more about, pick up your giant red book. Okay, I've got mine right here. I keep my mega red book, nearby all the time. Pick up your mega red book. But also, let me recommend the authoritative reference on Franklin half dollars by Kevin Flynn. And this book run you about $28, $29, under $30. You can get this book, the authoritative reference on Franklin half dollars by Kevin Flynn, and it should be readily available out there. It will really be a help for you as you begin to put these together. Now, that being said, there are different ways you can collect these. You can collect these raw. You can collect graded ones, and again at a fairly cheap price. When the money starts getting up there is when you start talking about full bell lines. So on the reverse, at the bottom of the Liberty Bell, on the really well struck, the lines across the bottom, if they are full lines and no breaks in those lines, they will get a full bell line designation, and those are going to be worth a premium over brilliant uncirculated raw half dollars, Franklin half dollars. So some people like to collect full bell lines, and that's a way to go as well. So you have a couple different ways that you can collect these. Only, again, 15 years, not a huge number of them that you'd have to put together. It's not like a Morgan set at all. It's not even like a Kennedy set at all, although that is pretty really easy to put together as well. Hope you enjoyed this, another edition of our collector series on the Benjamin Franklin half dollar. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, if you have a particular coin that you would like to see us cover in the collector series. Please drop me a comment or send us an email. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Help us continue to build our channel. Appreciate you all very much. Watch another video right here, and we'll see you again real soon.